The warning didn't arrive like a trumpet blast or a formal declaration. It slipped in sideways, casual, almost lazy, exactly the way bad news always did. Deeno's voice carried amusement where there should have been fear, and that alone was enough to set Rimuru on edge. Michael was moving. That was expected. The real fracture came with Obela, gone, vanished into uncertainty, taking her entire army with her. No smoke, no farewell. Worse still, Michael didn't even know. That single detail changed everything. Power could be fought, numbers could be countered, but blindness at the top? That was rot. Structural failure. The kind that collapsed empires long before the enemy ever struck. Deeno promised to inform Michael, like a servant tidying up someone else's mess. He joked. He complained. He asked favors as if the world weren't tilting toward catastrophe. Rimuru listened, irritation simmering beneath restraint, because beneath the foolishness was something far more dangerous. Truth. Leon City was the target. Feldway was allied with the Insectors, and their king Zeranus stood somewhere beyond even Guy's reach. That name lingered. A weight pressed down on the room that didn't exist yet. Someone stronger than Guy Crimson didn't simply change the board. He rewrote the rules. When the call ended, Rimuru didn't indulge fear. He moved. The control center lit up with projections and static. Argus strained against a manufactured blizzard swallowing Leon's territory whole. Velzard's signature was unmistakable. Cold not as weather, but as will. Communications were dead. Sight was compromised. The enemy had arrived already, even if the battle had yet to announce itself. Rimuru understood the problem instantly. Too many reinforcements and Tempest would be left hollow. Too few, and Leon would fall before help arrived. It wasn't strategy. It was surgery. Benimaru was ready before the order came. His confidence wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. Rimuru named the team. Himself, Benimaru, Ranga, Soe, Kumara, and with that list came the weight of lives not included. Veldora protested, loudly and theatrically, and was shut down just as quickly. Immortality bred carelessness. Rimuru wouldn't indulge it. The labyrinth stayed guarded. Zegion and Apito remained below. Trainee, Beretta, Cheris all stayed behind to hold the line that mattered most. Orders were given cleanly, without ceremony. This wasn't heroics. It was containment. There was only one hesitation. Benimaru. 2 wives, both pregnant. The question hung between them, unspoken but sharp. Rimuru offered him the choice because a leader who didn't ask that question had no right to command loyalty. Benimaru didn't flinch. He spoke of safety, of trust, of successors and resolve. He spoke like someone who had already made peace with the cost of his path. That certainty spread. Hakuro affirmed it. Momiji and Alvis stepped forward, unshaken, fierce in their faith. This wasn't recklessness. It was belief sharpened into steel. Rimuru accepted it. The decision was made. The declaration followed. Not a speech, not a rallying cry, just intent. They would stop Michael, here, now. But war, as always, refused to wait. El Dorado burned before Rimuru ever arrived. Vega broke the city's barrier like it was made of paper, laughing as he tore through stone and spell alike. No strategy, no restraint, just appetite. Feldway's irritation was sharp, Kagali's concern deeper. Discipline was cracking at the worst possible moment, and every casualty Vega caused widened the gap between command and control. 13 had entered the field. That number alone should have terrified any nation. Feldway, Velzard, Zerario, Pico, Garasha, Kagali, Yuki, Tear, Footman, Vega, Orlia, Arius, Mai. Enough power to erase kingdoms. Kagali adapted. She always did. Orders were issued cleanly. Velzard and Feldway would draw attention. Zerario and the others would hold. The rest would hunt for the Angelic Skill's possessor. Leon was the likely candidate, but certainty wasn't required. Force would reveal the truth. Yet beneath the command structure, Kagali was already moving against it. Michael's control loomed like a tightening vice. Absolute within range, crippling in its inevitability. Kagali felt the walls closing, the narrowing of possibility. This might be her last window, her last chance to choose anything at all. She made her vow carefully. Not to Feldway, not to Michael, but to those she refused to betray. Escape, not victory, became her true objective. Her eyes turned toward the labyrinth, Ramirez's domain, a blind spot in Michael's vision. Sanctuary not by mercy, but by structure. If she could reach it, if she could bring the others, she reached out. Laplace answered. The board shifted again. Inside Leon's castle, the situation degraded by the second. Reports came fast and incomplete. 8 enemies, then more, then Velzard overhead. Leon didn't panic. Panic wasted time. He listened. He calculated. Isolation was the only viable option. Seal the castle. Trap the intruders inside. Buy time. Guy Crimson didn't wait for permission. He rose with a grin sharp enough to cut atmosphere. Mazeri and Rain followed, friction and familiarity in equal measure. Diablo inserted himself with gleeful disdain, his presence alone a provocation. The chaos they left behind felt almost domestic, bickering gods walking into slaughter like it was routine. Leon stayed. He had to. Outside, the battles fractured into nightmares. Masora and her demons stalled Vega through sheer endurance, cycling strikes and healing in a desperate rhythm. They couldn't hurt him. They knew it. All they could do was survive. Vega mocked them for it, savoring their resistance like a game. Elsewhere, Arius became something unrecognizable. Sandalphon screamed through his hands, bullets without limit, power without conscience. Oxian and Khan fought him with precision and pride, knowing neither would be enough. Their objective wasn't victory. It was delay. Every second mattered. Fran and Kazona clashed with Orlia, whose curiosity slowed her just enough to keep them alive. Testing weapons, measuring reactions, playing with god-tier tools like toys. That hesitation was Mercy masquerading as arrogance. Mai watched. She stood apart, her power intact, her will hollowed out. Michael's command pressed down, but doubt pressed back. Yuki's face haunted her thoughts. The question burned without answer. Why fight? No one gave it to her. And so the battlefield stretched, violence without conclusion, tension without release. The city trembled. The castle shook.